Now, we have one iconic cartoon for kids making a huge addition to the cast. This season of Thomas and Friends has introduced Bruno the Brake Car. Bruno has autism, and his presence in this cartoon was well thought out. Now, children with autism can see themselves in this awesome show, and kids without autism get to see that even if Bruno the Brake Car is a little different, he's still really, really cool. Check out my interview with contributing writer and expert in autism, Daniel Scherstrom.
It's good to remember every stop you made. Then, if you lose something, you know exactly where to look for it. That applies to lost friends too.
You're right, it does. Now, where did I see Percy last?
Well, you had a pickup which was scheduled to drop at Kirk Ronan earlier. Was it there?
No, it was between stops. We were going along, and he was telling me a sheep joke, and that was right when we were going around the mountain. Thanks, Bruno. Great idea.
Hi, Daniel. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, Ashley. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Look, this is all about Bruno. Right? Okay, so tell me, how iconic is this to introduce a character into such an iconic show like Thomas and Friends with a disability? Has that really sunk in with you, how major this is for you to be a part of that?
Well, it's certainly being able to introduce an autistic character of this magnitude on a show that has such a wide general appeal, that's been on an icon for the last 75 years in terms of its wider brand. That's been so humbling to be able to introduce a character like this guy here, like Bruno the Brake Car, um, in a way that autistic kids will be able to see themselves and to feel represented. It's feels so amazing.
You guys have added a few things in there to kind of signify that Bruno is different than the rest of the crew. Tell everyone out there a few of the details that you guys have added to his character.
Well, I would say first of all, I would say if we take any of the cast, we can see how they're different from one another, right? So everyone has different things like that. And so certainly for Bruno, there's some obvious things that you can see. So for instance, he tends to avoid eye contact. He flaps his front stairs the way that a lot of autistic people flap their hands. If there's too much noise going on, he puts on some steam headphones, which is really cute. But we wanted to go a lot deeper than just doing some visual signifiers. We've actually created what I believe is the most authentic autistic character that I've seen in the media. So Bruno, he really loves schedules. He loves people watching. He loves certain things like that. He's got his interests and his strengths, just like everyone. He's also got some things that he has some challenges with. So if his schedule is disrupted, it makes him quite anxious. And he doesn't like when his routine is changed. Sometimes he doesn't quite get a social situation, and he either needs someone else's help or he needs a little bit of time to puzzle things out. But we really wanted to show just how rich of a character an autistic person can be. He's not just a list of traits. He also has just some things that are distinctly his own that have nothing to do with the autism. So he's really funny. He is very smart. He's quite empathetic, and those are all things that a lot of autistic people are, which is commonly misconstrued. People often don't think that we have empathy, which is very, very harmful for us. So Mattel gave us the opportunity to really dig deep and to challenge stereotypes, to beat back misconceptions, and really just to make a character that I think is hilarious and a great addition to the cast.
You guys have put so much into this character and thinking about it to the very last detail, and I'm obsessed with it. But how long has this been in the works?
So I've been on board the project for about the last 2 years. So since before the All Engines Go relaunch, So I know that it was in the works at least a little bit before that, but basically, when I saw a post on Facebook looking for an autistic writer to help with a legacy children's brand, I figured, oh, this could be interesting. And I reach out and I get on the call with them, and they tell me it's Thomas and Friends, and I'm like, whoa, okay, so no pressure, okay. So yeah, I really think that we have really taken the time to get this right, not just the broad strokes, but the small details. There's a lot of really cool little things about him, like his number 43, for instance, is representative of 1943, which is when the modern definition of autism was first coined. And I just think that he's autism proud. He is not ashamed of who he is. He knows what he brings to the table, and I'm just so happy with what we've been able to do.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I think that this is something that parents and kids alike are going to love and appreciate. So it's going to help children who are not autistic learn more about autism and how to have patience and empathy and accept people with autism. I just think this is major, and I just thank you so much for your contribution to it, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Ashley.